Magic trick for day 80 requires 3 black cards and 3 red cards. We're going to leave the black cards on top of the box, which means I have the 3 red cards in my right hand. Of course, we're going to try to switch these for the black cards that are on the box. Watch close. Bang! Just like so. That's how fast the switch is, because now I am holding the black cards in my hand. Thank you very much. Of course, if I didn't really switch them, then how can I do this? Just like so, and yeah, she switched them for the red cards once again. I know, a pretty impressive feat if I do say so myself. However, I'll show you that switch in slow motion so you can follow along hopefully. It just looks like this, and you should actually switch the cards like so. That's it in slow motion, of course, so you can see what happens, because now I do really have the black cards over here. Of course, you know, the switch doesn't look any good in slow motion, and if you were to do it face up, well, you could actually see what it looks like in fast motion, because now I once again have the red cards here, which must mean that the black cards are once again back on the box where they started. Welcome to day 80 of the 365 Days of Magic Challenge. Today we are going to be watching, reacting and reviewing my full street show video from around Christmas time here in Sydney. I haven't actually watched this since posting that video, and my show has changed quite a lot since then, especially after going to Adelaide and everything, but it is now in the process of changing again, so I thought we'd take a look at this and then hopefully I'll get another full street show video out at some point in the future. Let's just dive right in.
We're going to jump around the front of the table here and get started with the show. Are you enjoying our first?
Right, already. And we can get started with the show. Woo! I think I was trying to be friendly and approachable, and that kind of came off weird. I was talking to little kids, their parents with them, but I don't know, don't like that already. Alright, let's continue.
It's Thursday, yeah, I can feel it. Holidays are already getting to. Perfect. Alright, hi, what's your name? Would you like to pick a card? No? Would you like to pick a card? Perfect. Reach in, grab.
Got denied by one kid already. God damn it. No, the parents were actually really friendly, and I think they enjoyed this. I don't know, let's continue.
Any card you'd like, not that one. Any card at all. Free choice except
Standard stuff that I'm still doing.
Not messing with you, of course. Reach in, take a card. Show everyone around here. Don't show me. Oh, no, I can't cheat. Would you like to place the card back right?
So I'm speaking a little bit differently as well. I normally speak differently because I'm trying to like present sometimes when I'm performing, but in this case I'm talking to a little kid, so you can hear my voice change when I then say, oh, don't show me, because the parent actually piped up and was like, oh, don't show him. So like I don't know, I changed the tone of my voice to, I think, seem more friendly or something to the younger kids than the adults. Just something I noticed. Don't know if it's a bad thing or not, but tell me if it's weird.
Yeah, perfect. I'll show everyone one last time. The 4 of clubs. Makes my job heck of a lot easier. Don't forget the card. It'll be a very quick trick otherwise. We'll shuffle it into the pack.
Whoa.
Do you trust me?
Do you trust him?
Really?
We just saw him, so
Alright.
I wouldn't know.
Oh. Alright.
So that actually pressured me a little bit during the routine. I can imagine it pressured me then, because it would still pressure me now if people were watching my show straight after watching Jason's show. Expectations and everything.
All we have to do, we take the top card, in this case the Ace of Clubs. That's not your card, is it? No, but if we do this and we roll the stick over that card, it changes into your 4 of...
Okay, so I can already notice I feel like I've gotten better at presenting and just doing the magic, because I'm kind of very much speeding through this. Like, this is only an 8-minute video. For everything that's in it, that is a very short show. So I'm definitely speeding through this, especially like, you know, you just place the card on the table, we roll the stick over it. No, instead it's like, all right, we take your card. Oh, sorry, that wasn't your card. Oh, all right, sorry. I'll place that onto the table. Now, if we take this here, this is a magic stick. You can actually take this stick and roll it. It's not slowing it down for time's sake. Like, I'm not trying to add time to the show, but I'm just, how do I explain this? If people are just joining in, they're following along, and the people who are still there are all following along as well, but I'm not going like deliberately slow to just for time's sake, just to add more time. Does that make any sense? I don't know.
Your 4 of clubs.
Your 4 of clubs. I'm doing that because I'm talking to a little kid. I don't usually say it like that. That sounds a little bit strange, but you know, let me know if it does come off strange or not. Do you guys do it? No idea.
Is that all right? Look, we're just warming up. We're just warming up. I'll place the 4 of clubs in the center of the pack. Can you snap your fingers for me? Yes, perfect. And it jumps straight back to the top of the deck.
Standard ambitious.
Of course, this would be a heck of a lot easier if like every single card.
I feel like I'm concentrating a lot on the cards here, because even then where I was like, of course this would be a heck of a lot easier, I'm pretty much looking at the cards the entire time. So I glance over at like one person that's over here, and then that's it. I'm straight back at the cards. I feel like, you know, there's no connection with the audience, and I'm just focused on the trick. At least that's from a, you know, outside perspective at this point. I probably still do it, but...
If like every single card was the 4 of clubs, I don't know why I don't just do that at this point, honestly. But we can actually take it, and I'll do it as fairly as possible. We'll leave the 4, hi guys, at the second position, right there. Push it all the way in, snap the fingers, and it comes straight back to the top. If we weren't expecting it, I'll do it again the exact same way. I'll leave it second, and it jumps straight back to...
So I actually cut this section of this routine from my show. The starting of this card trick is the same, but I cut this whole, like, put it second, it jumps back to the top, because I didn't need it. People were actually leaving during it. I think they just got bored of me doing the same thing, which is why I seem to be doing it kind of fast here. I think I'm trying to speed through it, because I know somewhere in the back of my mind that it's not quite working. But at the same time, I think my card routine is like just as long or just as entertaining, even without those extra bits in the routine nowadays. I don't know. I haven't seen my show from an outside perspective at this point either, so I hope it's better.
If we're really not following this, you'll see it rise visibly through the center of the deck. The 4 of clubs at the very bottom. Watch carefully.
Okay, before this happens, I both love and hate this. I very much enjoyed doing Raise Rise in the middle of the street. No one else does it. Maybe I'll bring it back and try play it up bigger, because if you watch this clip right now,
as it rises through the layers of the cards all the way to the top of the pack.
I don't give anybody time to see that the card has actually changed position. If you're intently aware of what is happening and you know that the card is meant to be rising, you can see it. But I'm not like taking my time to actually show that that card is there and then boom, go again and actually show that it is on top, etc, etc. Plus, I don't know why I did it like this, but I'm shaking the deck to make it rise. I think I was just trying to cover some more angles and stuff, stop it flashing so much, but I don't usually perform it like that. Typically, even if I'm surrounded, I will perform Raise Rise like this, like nice and slow. It rises to the top, blah, blah, blah. So that is how I typically do it. I don't know why I shook it, and I didn't slow it down enough and give it actual time, because I could have made it a really good moment. I no longer use it in my street show, but maybe I will, I don't know.
1 card and 1 card only. Your 4 of clubs. If we're still not following this, I'll make it easier to follow. Do you want to write your name on the card? You want to come and sign that card? And I'll get a few people over here. It's showtime, watch me. This isn't even a microphone, I don't know. Alright, hi Amy, thank you very much. I'll take the pen back. Awesome.
It's a weird bit, but it sometimes got a laugh. I've actually stopped doing it, and I didn't realize I'd stopped doing it. But yeah, sometimes I'd pick up my stick and pretend it was a microphone and like shout, you know, up or down the road to get people to come, you know, stop at my table or draw attention or whatever.
Your 4 of clubs in the center of the pack. I haven't cheated yet, alright? We'll push it all the way in, and we'll cover the deck of cards with the magical hat.
So I didn't like that. I didn't like actually show that it was clearly signed to anybody. It was just to her. So she could have, you know, written anything on it or written nothing on it. That's a little bit annoying, but that might just be a pet peeve. I don't actually know.
Carefully. If I reach inside this hat right now and pull out 1 card, would that be pretty impressive if it was your card? Right. 1 card. The 7 of diamonds. No. That would have been good. That would have been good. We're disappointed with that. So I'll do you one better. If I make every single card underneath the hat vanish, except for your card.
Once again, seem to be rushing through this routine. I much prefer how I do it nowadays, just thinking in my head now. And it's a little bit more drawn out. It's a little bit more theatrical, if I can say that. And I get a bit more involvement from the audience. I'm like, do you guys want to see that? Say, yeah. All right, here we go. My entire life has amounted to just this moment. Don't laugh at that, please. All right, here we go. 1 card. 1 card only. If this is your signed card. would have been a really good trick. I'm just kidding. And then I go continue. So I much prefer how I say it now.
So I'll do you one better. If I make every single card underneath the hat vanish, except for your card, would that be pretty cool?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. Look, making the entire deck of cards vanish, except for one signed card, and then we get started with the oldest trick in the world. Watch carefully. Every single card vanishes from underneath the hat. Every card except for one card in the middle here, Amy. If this is your card with your name on it, everybody here goes crazy with applause, and we get started with the oldest trick in the world. Is that your name? Now we can get started with the oldest trick in the world, but first, do me a favor there, mate, just hold on to that rope.
I'm definitely rushing through this routine, and I'm doing ring and rope now, which I used to do after the cards, before the cups. But nowadays, if I do use ring and rope, which isn't often, I actually use it quite a bit in Adelaide though, because I was trying to extend my show a little bit, just because I have more time on pitch to build a crowd. So I would use ring and rope at the start of the show as like a warm-up trick.
But first, do me a favor there, mate, just hold on to that rope. Perfect. Oh, you want to play tug of war? All right, winner gets $10, mate. He's not even trying. All right, that's not bad. I'll take that back. My professional rope inspector over here. Thank you very much, sir. Of course, I also have a solid steel ring. Do me a favor, man. Just check that out. Thank you very much. That's enough. Thank you. Of course, we can take the rope. Watch carefully.
Those could have been nice moments of connection with the audience. Instead, it's like, all right, grab the rope, tug of war. Oh, no, that's enough. Right, check this ring out. No, that's enough. Perfect. Right, here we go. No, don't like it.
We tie it up as tight can be. All the way. Now, I want you to keep one eye on the ring, one eye on the rope, one eye on my hands. If you're missing your third eye, borrow it from your neighbor, yeah?
Don't
you
like
take
that.
the ring, up the rope, you double the rope through the ring, you hang the ring on the knot, and it just comes straight off the rope. If that was too slow for you guys, you can...
That was actually done so fast that I didn't even really, realize that a magic moment had happened. I just kind of like took the ring straight off and, oh, it's off the rope. Oh, okay, that's cool. It definitely wasn't a magic moment. Holy damn.
Throw it back towards the knot, and it links directly back onto the rope. Of course, the easier way to do this trick would be just to untie this knot, slide the ring straight off, but that's not very impressive. So, I like to take the ends of the rope and confuse people by just pop them straight off. So you have a rope with no... Wait, hold on, let me restart. Right, perfect, we can restart now. Look, to finish this trick, and then we get started with the oldest trick in the world. Watch carefully, the ends of the rope go in the pocket. All you have to do is snap your fingers.
I really feel like I'm concentrating way too much on the trick and way too little on the audience. I hope I don't do that as much nowadays. It's definitely something to keep in mind though, and always just be present of. Damn, that's annoying.
The ends switch places with the middle. Everyone goes crazy with applause, and we get started with the oldest trick in the world. Yes, come on, I want to hear it. All right, 3 solid cups. The oldest trick. Do me a favor, Amy. Check
Wait, was that someone just on their phone in the front row of the show?
Come on, I want to hear it. All right.
There's at least 2 people here that are, I mean, this guy just has his phone out, but this lady is most definitely just on her phone. Not a care in the world. Add to the front row. Ouch.
3 solid cups. The oldest trick. Do me a favor, Amy. Check that cup out. Make sure there's no wires, gimmicks, trapdoors, sliding panels, anything like that. Are you happy with the cup? Do you have any idea what to look for? Perfect. Makes my job a heck of a lot easier. I'll take the cup, solid bottom, solid inside, until you take the stick and you just shove it straight through the cup.
Hey.
It looks much better from the other side. Some of these tricks are just for me. Of course, you can do it again, but you can actually pass the cups straight through each other.
I'm really rushing this, and I feel like, once again, there is no connection with the audience. Like, normally nowadays, when I put the wand through the cup, I'm like, oh, sorry guys over here. Yeah, it looks much better from the front. Some of these tricks are just for me after all. And I like try have a moment with them of like, oh yeah, you're in on the secret, and now everyone is. Unlike this, where I'm just like, bang, goes through the cup. Oh yeah, sorry, some of these tricks are just for me. Look, you can actually take the cup. I don't like it. Really, really fast. Way too fast.
I'll do that one in slow motion.
No, don't like that either. Nowadays, I build that up a bit more. I'm like, all right, I can see you guys don't believe me, so we'll do it in slow motion. Yeah, I know. It doesn't look any better. I just like it. I like the presentation better.
Doesn't look any better. All right. 3 solid cups. We also have 3 little baseballs. Now, I need all of your help for this. If we take the first ball, you whack it with the stick.
That's
Everybody
just the
say,
theme
ah.
of this video. No, so I gave the audience an instruction there, but I didn't like pause to let the instruction sink in. I'm just like, we whack it with the stick, everybody goes, ah. Normally I'm like, all right, this is a team effort, guys. I need all of your help for this. So if we take that first ball, we're gonna hit it with the stick, and everybody goes, ah. And really don't like this. Oh.
Thank you, both of you. The second ball, we whack it with the stick. Everybody go, ooh, ooh. Right, we're getting somewhere now. The third ball is the most difficult. All we have to do, everybody go. Yes, they actually did it.
That's my favorite bit, but I don't like how I led up to it. I'm just like, everybody go. It's too fast. The entire show is too fast.
That actually does absolutely nothing. I just want to see if you would. All you're going to do is actually...
No connection there. I'm just thinking of what I'm like nowadays. From my point of view, I don't actually have a video of much of my performance, so I can't actually comment on it properly. But nowadays it'd be like, everybody go... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, they actually did it. Perfect. That, of course, does absolutely nothing, guys. Yeah, no, sorry. I was just messing with you all. Just wanted to see if you'd do it. Yeah, and I don't know. Just, they feel like it's more connection.
And it disappears as well. They do, of course, reappear. 1 ball there, 1 ball there, a third ball in the middle cup. Of course, we can do it again if we leave 1 ball underneath each cup. Amy, cup A, cup B, cup C. Name a cup. Cup B. Perfect. That was some subliminal messaging right there, me moving it forward. You picked the right cup because they actually disappear from A and C and reappear 3 balls in the middle there just for you. Of course, we can do it again if we leave 1 ball as fairly as possible underneath each cup. Don't worry, I haven't cheated yet. In fact, 3 balls...
Nope. The don't worry, I haven't cheated yet. That's a moment that I really like nowadays as well. But it was way too fast and just like I completely steamrolled through it.
3 cups, that's quite a lot to follow, so I'll make it a bit easier. We'll get rid of this ball over here. I'll even get rid of this ball over here. So, ma'am, what was your name? Artie, how many balls are underneath the middle cup? 1? Yes, exactly, we're on fire. Check it out though, if we've got a ball here, and we whack it with the stick, you actually get 2 balls under here. We can take 1 away and you still have 2. Even if we take 1 away now, what's 2 minus 1? 1, yeah, but there's always 2 until of course you get rid of this and then it's 2. You spin the wand, you tap, and then you get 3 balls. If we're not following that, we can place 3 balls in the bag as fairly as possible. And for the last time, how many balls are underneath the cup? Exactly, tennis ball. Alright, if we weren't expecting that, Sydney, we've got a second tennis ball over here.
Going
a third
so
tennis
fast.
ball over here. And the applause due finale of the show, 4th and final tennis ball, all the way under there. Thank you very much, guys.
It's not a bad crowd, but it was Christmas time, so it was busy regardless. Anyone could have gotten a
I
crowd.
will hold my hat out at the end here. Please don't fall for money in the hat.
Right, and there was no hat line during the middle of the show, which was a bad thing to not have. It actually took me ages to put a hat line in the middle of my show because I'm a little Well, I hope you enjoyed that breakdown of my street show. That was during Christmas, so that is why I'm wearing an elf costume. I don't typically wear an elf costume if you thought that was normal attire for me. But I know there was a lot of pausing in that video, and I know I stopped a lot to mention things and talk about things. I repeated myself a lot because I was rushing throughout that entire video a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary on this, and actually, I don't know, maybe take something away from it. Let me know in the comments if anything I've said is weird or bad, or you have different opinions on how I did something within the show that you think was better or worse than how I thought it was. If that makes sense, yes it does. It was a show of some sort. Like the slights and the technical ability of the show was perfectly fine. I was very happy with that performance in terms of technical ability, but it's everything else that goes into the show that I really pretty much don't like from this video. I'm much happier with how it is coming along these days, and once again, like I said, I am changing my show right now. I'm in the process of doing so. So it's going to go, I think, backwards first and be really rusty and crap, and then as I do it more, it just flows. The easiest way to learn anything is just to do it, so I tend to rehearse something until I'm like, yep, okay, I can at least do this, and then I just whack it straight out into the streets, and I kind of work the patter out on the fly, because like it's just, some of it's situational, and you know, maybe someone laughs at something that I just randomly say, and I'm like, oh, that needs to be in there, and then eventually it just gets slowly worked in. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 81. No knuckle crack. All right.